Welcome back! Last week we covered some cyber incident preparation tips. This week we will dive into 2 more steps for you to add to your preparedness toolkit, should any incident come your way. Last week we left off by discussing remote wiping and came to the conclusion that sometimes there is a need for additional security measures. One of these security measures is encryption. Encryption basically transforms your information into a jumbled up code that is not able to be read by prying eyes. The only way to transform it back to the original, readable text is by entering the password or recovery key you create when you set up the encryption in the first place. Many devices have built-in encryption available, but you can check with your organization to see what encryption measures they prefer. Even though encryption is available on phones and computers, many of these options must be enabled by the user. On personal devices, search for encryption in the settings and follow the implementation steps. Keep in mind that many encryption services require recovery key or password to unencrypt the data, which means that the strength of this encryption does depend on the strength of the password you create. Make sure this password is unique and complex. Just like the password on a mobile phone or laptop, it is important to remember your encryption password or recovery key so you don't lose access to the encrypted data. The last element of incident preparedness is knowing what first steps should be taken when an incident occurs. Some malware attacks may be easier to spot than others. If your files are locked, your device is running slower than normal, or files are disappearing or being changed, your first step should be to immediately report these events to your IT team. A ransomware attack may be easier to spot, as these attacks often come along with a message demanding payment in order for you to regain control of the system. In this case, your first step should be to take a picture of the ransom message and show it to IT or the authorities. In both instances, be sure to disconnect the device from the internet. Should the incident involve a lost device or clicking on a phishing link, time is of the essence. No matter what the level of severity, the sooner these types of events are reported, the sooner the risk can be mitigated. For guidance on additional steps to take in the event of a cybersecurity incident, ask your company about their emergency response plan. By implementing these strategies, you will be prepared to protect your sensitive information and your organization if an incident does occur. Stay safe and stay prepared.